He remembers to turn the mic on this week. Uh-oh. Here comes Jackson. Oh! Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome to Getjervis's World of Synth. I'm your host, Jason Jervis. That was the cat coming in, obscuring the camera. So, welcome. How the heck is everybody doing? And hello. Let's see who's in the chat. Okay, so we've got Cornish. Hello, earlier there. Andy as well. I can hear an echo. That's bizarre. But maybe it's my phone. Is there somebody out there? Come to us now through the world. Anyway, I'm no mystic. Or medium, in fact. I'm more of a small medium. Oh, hang on, that would work, wouldn't it? That would mean I actually am a medium. Anyway, hello Cornish, how you doing? Handy, who's going to be popping in and out. We've got Shroomy on the chat, sort of moderating you lot, eating the last of the cake. Yes, it's fine. Not too cheesy. But yeah, I did test it before giving it to my child. What kind of parent do you take me for? To Cornish, we've done that again. Andy, we've done that again. Simon, how you doing? Wagoo, welcome. Tom, howdy. Simon, Anna. And for any of the lurking gherkins, hello. And for anyone who's watching this afterwards, hello. That's your official... Oh, hello. Irrational Recreation. Hello to you and welcome. Robbie, how you doing? Robbie, let me just... I almost started the stream without you. I've now named the plant Robbie. So that is Robbie. There's got to be a new segment, isn't there? We've got the Jackson 5 and got the... Oh, hang on. Where would we go with Robbie? My favourite Robbie is Robbie the Robot from one of my favourite of all-time films. Yes, you know. So who else have we got? Okay, and Jason Maggs! Excuse me. Where is Jason? Jason Maggs. He's there. He's there. He's everywhere. I'm going to record some, definitely, I keep saying this every week. This week, I'm going to record some stings. And that's not anything to do with the police either. Gordon's alive, but I won't be doing that. But yeah, I think there's going to be a little. Where's Jason Maggs? Where's Jason Maggs? Is he here? Is he there? It's Jason Maggs. I think that's your little tune. You can take that with you. It's yours. Keith, how you doing? Robbie Robertson from the band Somewhere Down That Crazy River. That could be that could be Robbie's bit. Yeah, the band. Oh my goodness, that is. I'm definitely hearing some sort of delay, but it's less irritating than it used to be. So I'm going to kind of ignore it. Oh, hello, Emma. How are you doing? Hans Volts, hello, and welcome to the stream. Okay, so we've done Who's in the Chat. We've done Where's Jason Max? What are you drinking? What are you drinking? From one of my favourite mugs of all time, my hedgehog mug. This is going to be tricky because I'm over a modular system. I did say modular because it's got a D in it, not a J. It's not modular, it's modular. Anyway, let's say that correctly. Modular. Let's say with me, modular. This is a cup of tea. Look at the colour of that. Isn't that delightful? That's a golden tea bag, but it's also Earl Grey. It's a mixture. It's a home brewed mixture. E and I have gone Earl Grey mix. What are you drinking? IPA Cornish, yes. And you've got the Elvis juice, haven't you? By Rocket Dog. No, not Rocket Dog. Why is there a delay? That's so weird. Anyway, so what have we got? Who else is drinking? Who else is drinking? Oh, creme de menthe. Oh, from a schooner. Oh, you beast. Jason Maggs, you beast. So, Richard, you know the drill. If you're going to come to this stream, you turn up well dressed. Cravat is optional as evening relaxed attire. I'm being relaxed this evening. I'm still, for me, with my pyjamas, I like the cravat. I'm not sure if I could wear it. A colleague of mine, Dom, hello Dom, he does a cravat pretty much every day now, and it really works for him. You know, when somebody puts, yeah, that's good. I don't know. I'm still, for me, the jury's out on cravats. Ties, I'm all over. Dicky bows. I went through a phase with Dicky bows, but still not sure about a Dicky bow. Does that? It almost gives off too much of a, how we say, sort of. Is it though? Is it really not the hipster kind of vibes? You know, I'm already kind of touching enough, but I mean, keep it smart. You know. Oh, hello. Is that? No, it is right. Have I knocked something? Is it straight? It is now. I'm all skew-if. Maybe I did this one. I spent a long time last night altering that camera because I wanted this to be central. Let's have a look. So, the cake is very sweet. Too sweet. You can't put Dicky bows down on. You can't put Dicky bows on YouTube. Save that one for fans. Thanks, Wagyu. I think you're right though. I think it would be too much. I mean, a cravat is relaxed evening wear. You know. I mean, that's a good thing. Am I going on with the? Right, okay. High glucose alert. So that might explain the little outburst. Let me just dial it up a little bit. So, I missed anyone's drink? So decaf, good. Is that coffee then? Symptoms of reality? Got that big selection. Oh yeah, Earl Grey. That's E. Yeah, golden tea bags have very different definition depending where you're from. We shan't go into that on tonight's show. Come back on Sunday after the watershed. Right, I'm going to dose myself up a little bit. I seem to have. It's bread. I had. See, diabetes is one of those things. I don't have diabetes type 2, which means I have to watch what I eat. I have type 1, which means I eat and I carb count. So I eat whatever, because let's face it, that's what it does. However, I have to say, bread, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. And it's just, anyway, every time I have bread, so I had a lovely baguette with, you know, lovely sort of rocket and pilchards in olive oil, which was delicious. And I say pilchards, but it said sardines on the can. But they're the same thing, right? They're all young herring. Anyway, go put that on a label and sell it to someone in a supermarket. Go on, you tell me. Processed bread. It wasn't processed bread. It was a French stick from the local shop, which, it's quite fresh at least, and there's not too much of that. So, we've got tea, we've got coffee, we've got processed bread, we've got high blood sugar, we've got, Where in all of Switzerland do you get Bars cream soda Wagyu? Are you importing it? Have you got a little side hustle for expats in Switzerland who need a little taster? Do you have Blackjacks as well? Oh, hello. Oh, that is quite nice. It's refreshing tea. As I said a couple of weeks ago, I am very much returning to my love of tea. Being a northern lad, Welsh to the core, but northern also. Tea is very much, the drink. And I went off it. I don't know, come back to it though. Corona fizzy drinks. Corona Cherryade. And Corona, didn't they have the long bottles with a really long neck and a thin kind of end with bubbles on the side? I say bubbles, little glassy kind of circle, semicircles or spherical things, half spherical, I don't know. Dandelion and burdock, irrational recreation, I have drunk on this channel. I'm not ashamed to say. It's the sort of thing we do. We bring whatever takes our fancy. We pour ourselves a glass, whether it's hot or cold. And we enjoy sharing a drink together, enjoying one another's company while we talk nonsense, but also synthesizers, which is why we're here. What is on the table? I've just realized I did the whole thing with me in the corner. Don't put Jervis in the corner. Just a quick one. Am I in sync okay enough for everyone? Is the volume loud enough of my microphone? I say I've been playing around with sort of settings over the weekend, so just let me know. Hey, Biscuit. Sloon! I haven't done anything on the app yet for Get Fit, but I will. I've been listening to Apple Music, so thank you for that. That's been quite cool. But yeah, I need to do the Apple Fitness thing. I need to get back into yoga. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it together. Let's get back into yoga. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are there? There. Hello, Gary. Excellent. That's good. Hey, right. So, Paul, how you doing? So, a few people slipping in. That's good. And even if you're slipping in the back door and you're sitting on your couch, being one of the lurking gherkins, we welcome you warmly to this channel. So, what's on the table? Tonight, we've got my modular. Now, if you tuned in on Sunday, I decided to do a jam with As It Was, and I had some real issues getting stuff going. And I don't know what it was. I guess it's taking Pam's workout, this module here, which is a multi-gate, really. It's a clock, a multi-clock out. So you've got 8 clocks, which is brilliant when you're trying to do a lot of different things. But I was using it to create arpeggiators. So I had arpeggio, which I've still got there, triggering plats. And I've got the gate to that triggering the FEG there, the fegging envelope. And I've got the lovely dope for A102 diode low-pass filter, which I think is one of my favourite filters, such a delicious. Although I have filter envy. Patching Panda. Where's the thing? Patching Panda's new. Anyway, I'm going to email him. So that is, I do have filter envy. So that's kind of one voice. And that was working fine. And as soon as I started trying to introduce a second arpeggio to do the hysteria, when you're near, it just wasn't working. So I got really frustrated, and then also I had a trigger going out into the fuse box, which is still with us. Bill Withers, still with us. The fuse box still with me. Anyway, the problem was, I wonder if it's that. It's just ever so slightly. It's like a slapback delay. It sounds like I'm in a pipe. I don't know what that'll be. Anyway, it just would. I don't know what was going on. I just couldn't get it working. So at the end of the show, I was frustrated that I guess it's when you do this kind of stuff. I'm talking to you. I'm engaging with the chat. I'm making sure the cameras are all in focus and working, and sometimes they're not. And then I've got to do this bit. So we are talking levels and layers of technical sort of issues to keep the plate spinning. And for whatever reason, I just could not get the fuse box to make a sound. As soon as the stream had finished and I ended it, said goodnight to everybody, I just don't know what it was. I was like, okay, what's going on? And suddenly it leapt into life. So I did a little, just to prove that it worked, I put a little Instagram story to my channel. Just to go, see, it works now, which was lovely, having it worked. Right. So for some of you, let's circle back now. So that frustration of trying to let PAMs do all of the heavy lifting, and of course you are limited to 8 outputs, which means if you're using CV and gate, that's 4 musical things. But then I want to trigger the drums, so at least I would have 2 voices and 4 triggers for drums. Now that's not really enough, is it? I mean, you could have an arpeggio and a bass line, and then you can have kick, hat, snare, and noise, but you run out. So, you know, it was obvious that at some point I had to get something that resembled a sequencer. So, Gaz has got a rather large collection of modules, as you're probably well aware from his journey through Modular. So, he has kindly let me take the Westlicht Periformer. It's not Periformer. Performer. That's per as per the former, previous. So previous per as previous. So Westlicht as previous. Now, I think the performer does mean that you've got, you know, there's a lovely. Do you know what? People use all sorts of stuff to keep their cables tidy, don't they? What's going on here? I might just try and... Okay. Well, that... Right, okay. So I think that's good. Can you see that okay? Everyone's seeing that? Oh. Do you know what? I'm really stupid. Because I'm showing you this, and I'm in the picture, right? So let me see if I can actually do this. Oh no, I didn't think about that, did I? Right. Let's turn the mic off. I'm going to do this at table. No, I can't do table scraping. Anyway, you're just going to have to. Sorry, I'm going to move Robbie. I've moved Robbie. Let's put onto the just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to mute the mic a minute. No, is that good? Oh, yeah, I've lost. I know exactly what I've got. A pair of headphones connected to the monitor. Right. So, okay. If I put me back, if I zoom out a bit. Oh, it's quite nice, isn't it? Okay. How's that looking, guys? That looking good? Right. We can go deeper, can't we? Oh, hello. Sorry. I'm going to do this now, which is what I was trying to do in the first place. Is that... It's still kind of... Oh, it's just when you think you've got everything sorted, new and more exciting issues. Right, so this is one of the modules I ended up coming back with, and it took a little while to get used to last night because I didn't have much time last night to get things going. What was I doing last night? Oh yeah, actually, I went from. Sorry, Jackson. Did I kick the cat then? No, I didn't kick you. I just startled you. What are you doing, dude? Where's the links? Where have you gone now? I can't. Oh, you're by the door. He's like, I want to go out. That's his voice. Come on. Come on. Oh, anyway, let's get back to synthesizers. So the idea of this is, let me just, Robbie, put Robbie back in there. Robbie, you're a bit eaten there. What's going on? Maybe you could use Robbie to hold some of the cables back. Come on, Robbie, do your job. So, now for those of you who are not modular, and there are obviously, Robbie, you're a key player here, is, I'm glad you're back in. This is the problem with modular, I think, it's one of the problems, is that you've got all these phenomenal modules, but controlling them in a way that allows you to make music is really the key to being happy and joyful, because it is, you know, a sound, an audio exploratory tool. And it allows you to plumb the depths of synthesis in a way that you perhaps wouldn't do if you had a keyboard with or without knobs, for those of you who maybe like something a little bit more digital. But even if you've got knobs, I mean, you are limited to what the designer included as a way of sound, you know, the sound palettes and your sound sculpting tools. Whereas with modular, you can do all sorts of stupid things you'd never think to do. And that really appealed to me. But it took me a long time to get into it. Now, you start getting involved in that kind of journey. And, I mean, I guess mine started... I felt I had to get into modular, being a synthesist and also, you know, doing content with synthesizer. I thought it was just one of those things that I needed to... And on top of that, back in the 90s, Bristol... living in Bristol in the mid-90s, and what happens is EMIS gets dope for dealership. He's the only place in the UK you can get dope from. So I would go in there with a friend and we would just like literally, what is this amazing thing? So I guess that's that sweet shop, that, you know, one day you will be mine kind of thing. Really, Andrew Brooks, we're talking about... sort of dreaming about owning a modular in the 90s. What are you drinking, buddy? Anyway, turgid. Robbie's turgid. So that I've been able to make some sounds and some interesting stuff with modular, and it took me a long time because, you know, I bought one module and I bought the mini Brute 2S and the case, and I bought Platts. Platts is a multi-algorithmic oscillator. So basically it's like the synth engine, so the oscillator engine of the Microfreak. So, you know, that actually comes from Platts, the module. So it seemed like it's something that would allow me to do all sorts of different synthesis in oscillator form, from your basic waveforms of subtractive all the way to digital, more complex things. And there actually you can, well, it's got FM sounds, DX7 sounds at the end. I think you can load in presets, which would be nice. You know, we could get lately bass on there, couldn't we? That'd be rude not to. Anyway, sidetracked. So that, and you know, it didn't do it for me. Then I got the Dreadbox modules. And that really, for me, became my first modular. You know, it became my first modular setup. And ultimately, I kind of played around with it. And it was back there, and I'd fiddle every now and again. And I'd come up with some interesting kind of ideas. But it just was something I could leave quite happily. And then Robin asked me to partake in the Synth East modular patch-off this year. And I'm thinking, yeah, great. I said yes. And I was like, what am I going to do? So from that point, I then built my modular to do things in a way that I could play with another musician. And suddenly, you know, with I bought Pam's, and it just, for that moment, it was like, I'd taken away, I'd been using the BeatStep Pro, and I'd thrown that away, and I'd gone into the mod, and that suddenly became it opened the door. And suddenly it was like, I need a new filter, and I need another envelope, and oh my God, I need more envelopes, I need more LFOs, and all that kind of stuff. Suddenly it started to take hold. But very quickly, and I think doing this sort of jamming in gym jams, it kind of was supposed to be me sitting, practicing my modular, learning and pushing my abilities as a musician from a musical point of view. And I became very frustrated, and I think Sunday this week is testament to that. It didn't work. I couldn't get it to do the things I wanted. I was like, I can't make music. And that, for any of us where we approach something that we may very well know inside out, and suddenly we just can't, and it's not like writer's block where you haven't got any ideas. It's like you just can't get the things to do what you want them to do. And anyone who's got, Jim, how you doing? anyone who's got the Electron stuff, and I think, Jim, you actually helped me a couple of weeks back when I had the Digitone. I was like, I don't know how to do this. And you were like, no, you do this, because you use the stuff all the time. If you bring out a box that you've got, you know, you might have to learn it again. With Modular, it's a bit like that, but it wasn't that. It was like, well, all this is working, but I can't make music. So, on to tonight's star of the show. We've got the Westlicht Performer, which, of course, is... Look at this. I mean, this is... I don't know if you can see. It looks... I don't know if it's my glasses, but does that look crisply in focus? It looks a little bit fuzzy, but then I think this camera's not the best. Oops. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. It's nice. So... that was a really... Oh, I don't want to do it, but... So you've got down the side here... sorry, Robbie. Just, can you just hold those cables, please? Thanks, mate. Is that weird? So you've got CV all the way down here, all the way to tonight's letter number, the number 8. So you've got 8 gates and 8 CVs. Now, control voltages doesn't have to do pitch. And gates don't, you know, they don't have to be connected, I think. So, well, that's what I understand. Anyway, for me, the most important thing is, what's this connected to? It's connected to, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Okay, so this is connected up to, that was for Shroomy. Did you hear that? That was for you. Yeah, she goes. 8. Hey, E, how you getting on with your tea? Is it good? Right. Really delicious. So, let's get... so, this is... track... Right, so, now, I think I'm going to... Now we've seen the inputs and outputs, I'm going to bring it in a little bit because I want to see Pam's. Right, so Pam's is, one of the outputs of Pam's is taking a clock, or a clock out to the clock in. So now when I press this is looking for the external, and there we go, it's moving. As you can see, it's 16 steps. Now, this fantastic screen here, I'm going to zoom right in. Oh, look, that's as far as I go. Let's just go that. Okay, so it needs a bit of a brush. I think. There we go. The Synth Duster. A synth duster you can trust from Bifaco. Anyway, that's a little product placement there. Oh, Ian J. Cole, that is hilarious. Why are you here, failed muso? Getjervis is patching. He is here for the journey. He is here for the ride. I'm going to feature some FM synthesis in tonight's show, and that's just for you, Robbie. So, as you can see, we've got it going round and round here. You can't hear anything because I've got it turned down, but if I turn it up now, so that's not that one. That's track. I've got 2 tracks playing, all right? So hopefully that's in time. So that is now taking, and each of these, you can see it's all C. And that's 16 steps, so you can cut them out just like this. Actually, no, if I go to gate, yeah, so you get how intuitive that is. Now, the world of modular doesn't always obey the rules of the norm, whoever this norm is of which I speak. So you've got gate, retrigs. We won't talk about that for a minute, but if you know any of the electron stuff, that's all about the same kind of thing. Length. Well, let's play, and you can see if I select this one. Look, it alters. Oh, hello, that's too. I've made it too long. Oh, maybe. Right. So, whilst you might appreciate this isn't very musical, I'm going to try and change the pitch a bit so it's a bit more melodic. Seems a little less urgent. I've got a delay on there, but it doesn't seem to be. Yeah. Okay, that's a nice square wave. You can hear the pulse width. That's me. All right, so just so let you know, this is now. Right, that's it. So you can hear clearly what it's doing. So you've got gate on off. Then note. So you can change each of these by just holding. Oh, let's keep it. So C's and E's. Let's go back to the gate. I can't hear the delay though. It's really weird. I think we've got some distortion happening on the mixer. Yeah. Right, just leave it as it is. Come on. Okay. This is the problem with modular. It takes you somewhere else. Let's focus. So straight away, I mean, that's an easy thing. Now, for those of us keen of the eye, look at this. Yes, you've guessed it. It's Mini Jack MIDI, our friend. Is it though? So you can put in an adapter and plug in your favourite MIDI keyboard and program notes off a keyboard. That doesn't excite me, but it might excite you. So there we go. So that's first track, and we've got 8 tracks. So 8 tracks, 8 CV in gate, a MIDI input, MIDI output as well. Yeah. So if you've got a module, and we'll come to that in a minute, that receives MIDI as well as CV in gate, or alternatively MIDI or CV in gate, as in the case of this particular module, and it's digital. Anyway, so you see quite a straightforward thing. So if I wanted to now see what was on track 2. Now, track 2, I've got going to this special new module that has come home with me with this. Oh, I do apologise. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. So grey. Oh, I did the wrong thing there. Grey. Tune. It does seem very quiet. I don't know if it's my cables or what. So you've got the nice kind of plucky kind of. Right, okay, so let's just see what we've got here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So now you understand kind of a little bit about that. Has any of you guys ever used a Performer sequencer? 2 HP MIDI through box on TRS tracks. Brilliant it is. Ooh, that sounds like a brilliant idea. So you don't actually have the cable, you've got a box. Oh, that is, you'll have to send me the link. That sounds like an absolute killer thing. Right, talking about, Peter James Stephen. Haha, hello sir. Marky, welcome. There's a few of you slipped in, that's fine. Did you follow in Mr. Brooks? Anyway, so we've got to zoom out for the next part. So, whilst to not allow you to deodorant, it's important. Remember, family members need deodorant too. Okay, right. I'm going to move Robbie again. Let's just see where Robbie is on the table. That's Robbie. Look, he does look a little bit, you know. it's a good paper. Right. Oh, yeah, I think we're gonna kind of like be able to see. Oh, this is the joy of modular. Can I zoom in? Is that gonna make it? Right. Yeah, it's very. I think you almost need a second camera here. I mean, oh hello. The crystals of Avalon. Okay, let's go back to get that on the top. Oh, this way and that way. Right. So, I have got here probably one of the most exciting modules in my rack currently. And there's some exciting things here. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let's remove that out of the way. Okay, so I do think I need something like KMR. Remember to buy your pro audio gear from KMR. I've got Matt Berry. Tonight I'm Matt Berry. Sometimes it's Alan Partridge. Right. That did work. Just to keep people... Okay, I'm just going to take that off because I think that's going to make a really nice... just observe that for a minute. We perhaps want to put in our carry-on in your pocket as well. Oh, where's it? Oh, that's no good.
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out. Get it out.
So, just in case you'd forgotten what that was. Anyway, so what we've got here is the RYK Vector Wave, which is, it's quite beautiful. Imagine, so it's a four part, 4 operator FM synth. That's 4 parts with 4 operator FM. So, and this little joystick. So A, B, C, D. Oh, D. There you go. We've got a little bit of a dead pixel, but I think that's why, Gaz picked this up. B-stock. And he's got the expander as well to the left there. So, there it is. I mean, look at that. So, how does it sound? My dog has no nose. Oh, that's the wrong joke, isn't it? So, we kick Pam's in. Look how beautiful that is. So that's the sound. It just doesn't seem to be very loud. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong there. There's menu button. Tune. Is it this one? Fine tune. Envelope. I don't know what that means. Scop. Envelope. Scop. Okay, envelope. Fine. So that's that. Oh. Output. Oh, for goodness sake. Did you see that? It said output, didn't it? What is that weirdness? That should say nothing. Oops, we've lost our... It's very nice, sort of clicky button, so... I want this to be louder. Why isn't it louder? Oh, output, there it is. Is this? Oh, no, I don't know what that means. It doesn't seem to be going louder. And it is up all the way, I promise you. So I wonder... Well, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and it has already saved my bacon. I mean, there are many manuals in the world. We've all read some of them, more than we'd perhaps like to. This thing, look at this, quick start guide for the impatient. Guess what? That was me. And it immediately gave me, had a load of sounds. So it has 30 sounds. I wonder if that's going to give us a different thing. So press the grey button, rotate the bottom one until it says... So, rotate the button, the bottom right knob to select and preview... Oh, hang on. Press the grey button. I'm reading it backwards. Press the grey button once or twice. So... Oh, that looks like volume, doesn't it? Is that... What's it done that for? Oh, what's glub? Oh. I don't know what that is, but it sounded like it made a little bit of difference. That definitely looks like volume 99, doesn't it? So I'm pretty sure that's as high as it will go. Are we all struggling to hear this? Hey Grace, how you doing? Really good peep videos coming. Couple of weeks. Yeah, okay. So Robbie's like, this isn't great. Yeah, Robbie, this is for you. Well, it's for you and people like you who love FM, and I'm one of them. So I'm proud to say I am a lover. But this is right. So let's do it again. Let's do it together. Let's stop the it does sound so farty. Right. So I wonder if I can just I wonder if it's not the input. Let's try this one. And let's turn that all the way up. See, that is definitely Flash Gordon approaching. What do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching? The Hawkman rocket cycle. Anyway, right, so push the grey button. See the settings menu, load, save. Rotate the bottom left knob. No, that's not it. Is it that one? Right, until you see load. Right, okay, so you got 30 presets. Right, okay, let's get going. Oh, that's nice. But it's still flipping quiet, isn't it? I wonder if there's a volume. Adjust the amount of FM. Oh, that's exciting. I've just read further on than I'm ready for. I just need to get the volume of this. Oh, right. Are we okay with that? I think I'd had the volume down too low. Are we happy with that volume? Whew. Let's do it in the sod modular crew. That's a movement. Hey, Cressy, how you doing? It's still very quiet. Wagyu. Yeah, I think it's the module, because if I then, that's loud, right? So it's not anything within the modular. Yeah, I know, Cressy. It's the module itself. It's being a bit of a git. So, RTFM, volume, oscillator banks, example, oscillator menu, envelope page, harmonic view, LFO page. We just whack it into a distortion. I haven't got a distortion module. I think that would be a good one to have. I would love, Richard, we should make this in a module. Very rare 60s fuzz box that you plugged into your guitar. Look at how cool that is. Amazing. It sounds great as well. Really nasty. So I want this to be louder. Envelope. Hang on. Right, envelope. Right. I'm just gonna, oops, hello. Randomly fiddling with stuff. Load. Volume. Is it? That's not making anything. Yeah, it's not making any difference. Right. It's frustrating. So, what a great thing. So, save one. See, that makes me think it's going to be volume. Oh, what is going on there? That's weird. It looks like some sort of alien writing. I think that reminds me of Predator, actually. Yeah, with the thing on his arm. So, it would do that, wouldn't it? Yeah, I am no idea. I'm going to whack it through something to turn up the volume, I think. What can I use? Jackson, what can I use? Oops. Right, that's going to bug me. Let's go and use Rich's fabulous... what's that? Oh, it's an input. Right, let's do this. Let's take those out. It's only going to be in mono, but let's see if that's... Whoa! Holy... Thank Richard for that. Oh, you know, Axis Modular. Just, they do stuff that makes it work. Axis Modular. They do stuff that makes it work. I think that's definitely a tagline. Right. Okay, so we've now got a decent volume. There is a little bit of distortion, but Doesn't FM sound good distorted? There we go. Right. Now then, so you've got 4. So let's go and see if we can load that then. So load a different preset for that one. I think I'm doing this right. Load. Yeah, that's nice. So good. And there, look, MIDI. Can you see that MIDI? I assume you can control that with one of these multi-function inputs here, because that would be so good to be able to do. Right. So this is now. Which one am I adjusting? So these are the off. There we go. Right. What else can we do? I don't know what that is, but I like. So you can hear the FM, right? I'm gonna put the beat in, but you can hear what the FM's doing to it. Makes it kind of fun. So what I may do now, just to sort of make things a little bit more fun, with a capital fun. Oh, it's not going to work because it's still doing the same volume, isn't it? Oh, do you know what? Oh, that is nice though. It needs to come out this one, doesn't it? All right, okay. Wow! Holy! Who said it was too quiet? Needs more E piano, right? Let's see if there's a list of the presets, because that would be useful right now, wouldn't it? It's like which. It says here this. Yeah. Modulation sources. Oh, look. FM Joy. Find you. Look at that. Now this is a first look because I haven't had time to play with it. Apart from I had to rip half my modular apart last night to fit these in for tonight. So this is really my first look at this. But oh my goodness, I am super excited for this module. User voice patch. Where's the modular? Where are they? Where's the patch list? Okay. Well, let's just. Okay. Well, let's find the load. That's distorting, isn't it? Nice, though. I like that. Okay, so what have you got? Is that the volumes, do you think, for each of the operators? Each of the voices? Not the operators, but... Glassy, isn't it? There it is. That's so FM. Celeste, I think the sound is probably there. Oh, dirty FM. There it is. Yeah. Gotta love that. Andy, welcome to the RYK. Yes, yeah, Peter James. You do have to get the manual out when live. It's modular. And I think it's good. If you're going to first look at something and you don't know, rather than pretending you know, I think it's totally acceptable to bring the manual out, have a little look, and then I learn and you learn with me. Oh gosh. Oh. That is pure Sega. Right. So, we on track 2? Yep. Nice. And it just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Babyface loves it too. Alright, let's see if we can fit that into some sort of like jam. Because that's, for my money, that's suitably FM enough. Right, it's just come to Papa. Okay. Just in case you'd forgotten.
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out. Get it out.
Right. Oh, come on, Ab. Let's do this. I need a tighter drum sound. Yeah, the alto, exactly. Yeah, this will cost you £3,000 to get the tones that you would get out of a 50 quid bit of plastic. Welcome to the world of modular. It is 4 operator, Wagyu, I think. So 4 voice, 4 operator, 4 voice FM with the vector aspect of it. Right. What this really needs is some white noise as well, or some pink noise. Right. It's actually doing anything. Oh, for goodness sake, will you leave me alone, Doc? The machine is just buzzing away. Thank you. I'm tempted to reconnect. Well, that's not actually doing anything. Do we need to trigger it? Right. Right, let's bring the bass back in. Is that bass drum tighter? Yeah, okay. Right. So I did highlight the fact that I wanted to make music. I wouldn't class this yet as music. Put this chat back on. Oh my goodness. Have we been on for an hour and a half? No. No, it's fine. Whew. Thought for a minute I'd gone on. Sometimes. What is this? What's 3? 3 is empty. Maybe it needs to... What can we do with 3? Where can we... I think I've got a voice here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's bring this longer cable. I miss my clouds actually now. That's what I'm missing. So where's this going? That's it. Okay. Let's get plats with... And it's been triggered by flow. Anyone feeling the sort of arcade games? I think as soon as you put anything FM in this kind of beaty environment, you're just instantly thinking of platformer games. Hey Dots, did I see you come in? Nice. I still haven't seen your video, but nice work. I haven't touched my footage. Oops. Fat gadget. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps that's it. Hey, Division. Play something we know. I'll get a guitar, actually. Play any tune on the guitar, really, as long as it's got 3 chords. Anyway. So... So that's just the drums, QD drums, and the Vector. Who's it? Oh, power chord. Oh, 10 p.m. Well, I definitely won't go on that far. So you. Without knowing what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing. This is what I mean about enjoying stuff that you don't know anything about. This is why having a manual on the table is great, but actually just randomly pressing buttons and turning knobs. Man, that's fantastic. That's a Peter. Bring the old tone back. I'm just triggering that voice there. We've entered a world of kind of Wagyu, thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. It's past the FM test. Because even if you do know what you know, that's not true. You do know what you're doing with FM. FM's just simple. It's just about a load of sine waves, modulating others, carriers and operators. You know, it's easy. Anyway, so there it is. Look at that. That's it. That's it. Let's have a break from that crazy music and see what else is going on. We haven't had our Jackson 5 yet, have we? I'm going to continue with my Earl Grey, with my hedgehog mug. Look at that. I'm already the jury is out. If you weren't here earlier, I was discussing my use of a cravat. I'm not sure if do you know what I'm going to do? This is obviously one way to wear a cravat, but there is another way. And I'm going to try that next time. I think I might like that better. Although it does tend to look a little bit like I'm going to a wedding. Which I'm not. Anyway, on that bombshell, where's the cat? Are you still here, Jackson? It's your time. People want to see you. Right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to try and grab the cat from under the... on there. Hang on. Do I put my headphones off? Yeah. Jackson! Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, you big... Yeah. You squeal. Oh, baby. Okay, let's go. There he is. Look, his royal Jacksonness. Look at him. He is a huge cat, aren't you? Huge. Look at you. It's like, yeah, what you doing? He's like, just put me down, human. or give me food. Does anybody know the film, The Cat Returns, a Ghibli film? Because I think this is the king. Jackson, you are the king cat. Hang on. Steady. Ow, you're scratching me. Cats on synthesizers. In their own space. Okay, is that it? Cat's bottom. All right, well, that's our Jackson 5. Anyway, or court. You know, it's one side or the other. It's either the beginning or the end. I mean, let's face it. We're a dress for the party. You dress for the job you want. I've had both. Sorry. But yes, let's have a link. Synth Fest. Oh, so hang on. Andy, are you saying you have had a cold Synth Fest? Did I meet? I need to meet up with Robbie to talk about FM. That is something we all need to do. Your pants are on fire. There he is. So we had a Jackson Blofeld. Yeah. Oh, he's so... Hey, Dilip. Classic cat. Yeah, I mean, he's... I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I buy them good quality dried food and good quality wet food. I have wet in the morning and dry in the afternoon. And I did just want the wet in the afternoon or the evening. And it's like, no, I'm just hungry. Cats get like that, don't they? Bit grumpy. Jason Maggs, tea towel holder. I don't know why I did that. What does that mean? Tea towel holder. The cat. Anyway. That is cold tea now. Well, we've kind of had a good first look at two really key pieces of modular I've done it again. So in my newly populated rack. This was new this year, and look, it's a wash with exciting modules. Now I've unfortunately had to take out clouds, and I was really getting into clouds. I think I need another kind of like row here, and I might look at that. I mean, I don't get a second one of these. I mean, I've still got one U space. There is IntelliGel do, and I nearly, it's one of the racks. Right, when I turned up to Gaz's, he had a table with modules and said, I want you to take these. And by the time I left, he'd handed me those modules. It's like everything else stayed. But yeah, that was quite funny. So I think he's talked himself out of that. More case. Yeah, but Andy, I mean, where am I going to... Don't say there. Don't say there. I don't know if I can have that as a oh my God, it would look good, wouldn't it? And this is a sturdy tabletop. So that would actually take the weight of a nice wooden case. Modular perfection, up to there. Get rid of this row. But I kind of like this row. But that would be, I mean, I suppose, look, dangly lights. Like Christmas. Don't know what to do. But my journey with modular is simply begun. And I'm feeling my way through. And I think sometimes, and I know with anyone else that's you've got you've got some people sit down and know exactly what they want to buy, and they go out and they buy it, and then they go, oh, I don't need that, I don't want that, or you know, the modular trade world is busy. You know, people buy modules, they trade, they swap, they sell, they buy new modules, and this kind of I need this to do that sort of is very prevalent, I think. So because I haven't started with the list of I want these modules, and I've seen all these videos and I know that's exactly what I want, I've started, well, I just want to get into modular. And of course, I started, and I think we've already covered this in when we populated this in way back in May, I think, when we talked about Synth East. You know, that whole kind of, I can hear, I think it's gone now. Gaz is my dealer, and Andy I need. Yeah. Ian J. Cole, your homework, specifically you, is to go to my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Just for those people who need to see my wonderful toy. It's a little bit of a distraction. And go to my videos and go right back to 2018 and find my very first YouTube video, which is this. Look, and I paid £10 for this back in the 80s, and it didn't work properly for ages. It works now. One of the switches is broken. I don't know if anyone knows how to get a three-way, one of those pole switches. Three-pole switch. Three-pole? Three-way. Could be a two-pole. Anyway, yes. Anyway, so I did a whole video on that, and we've all sorts of like tape and stuff on it over the years. Battered, beaten, and loved, much loved. So Pro Rhythm, JSH Pro Rhythm's drum synth. Tainted Love apparently used it. Tainted Love, that's that. Yeah. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It was when I was finding who I was, and a long time ago, so it was kind of fun. But yes, Ian is also my Eurorack. Ian, Gaz is my dealer, I think. At least, well, we kind of start bargain hunter. You know, absolutely. Do you know how much those sell for, E? You don't want to know. I don't know if it's true, but I've seen them listed for £400. That's a good profit. Not that I would sell it because it's so part of the studio. It'll still make even if it's broken. Do you know what I've got though? Oft times when I'm at Thomann in the marketing department, they have all sorts of like stuff, and I go, "Oh, can I have that?" And look what I've got. Again, I'll do the top down. Look at that! It's a drumstick bottle opener, which is just. Let's do it. Look at this. It's so small. It's perfect, isn't it? It's perfect because you get the right sort of feel without having a massive stick. I'm not going to use it as a bottle because prior to that, I actually made one. I can actually do. Anyway, where's Tim Bowman tonight, eh? And his drummingness. So that was kind of that's kind of what we did there. Pusher, I think he is. But I'm glad to say I've known him for too many years, so we know each other really well. And I know where I stand my ground. No, you keep that one. No, it's okay. I don't need that. Look, this does that as well. Oh, I think I might keep. No, you need to give me this one. You need to give me this one. I mean, this is just so good. I don't know what I'm doing here. That's track 6. Oh my goodness, how do I do that? Track 1. Right. So what was it? I'd lost my train of thought now. We have gone over the hour. I don't want to be too late tonight because I do need some rest. I've been zipping around all over the place. This weekend was busy as well. So it was the date for envelope follower thing. I think someone gave it to him at Super Booth. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I think that's the thing, is that we do Simon, yeah, support group for Modular Addict. Yeah, so I think what I was going to say with Modular is that I have, it's easy to go out and spend a ton of money, get into debt, buy modules and never use them. I am really happy to say that I have built my obsession slowly but surely, and I have expanded my rig when it's necessary to expand it. And I haven't bought anything here, or got anything here that doesn't earn its space. So how am I going to put the Patchin Panda stuff in that I want? How am I going to get? Well, I'd have to. I think at some point I will have to lose. Maybe what I need to. Oh, I love the nostalgia. I love the dystopia. Maybe it is time to put my my Dreadbox modules into my old. I have got another case. maybe that's what I'll do. But Andrew, to answer you, is that yes, I do need more. I need more case. There's a cat under the table. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm stroking him. Don't worry, that meowing is conversation. It's not. It's just got a scratchy voice, haven't you, mate? Oh, you're happy. Wow, wow. What? Anyway, so yeah, sequences are a very, very. Two cases are better than one. So yes, I think I might start GoFundMe because these cases are brilliant. So I've got space here to expand. Steppy Bomb IntelliGel would be good in here. Maybe another voice. If there's a single voice that you could get in one U, I don't know if that's possible. The Pony VCO's one. That's a Buffaco. That's a nice oscillator. That'd be nice. But I mean, you know, I've got Platts. I've got Hysteria. The Vector Wave. You know, I've got enough stuff. And actually, the quad drum will do wavetables, so actually I can use that as well. I mean, that thing, I need to open that up with a bit of time. But the Performer will do that, won't it? It will allow me to sequence and play notes. So there's lots more coming in the modular world for Jerv. And for us to get Jervis, we've got to get Jervis fed with modular modules. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to wind it down now. We'll fade out into the ether. I did want to say, whilst you're all there, to if you haven't already and aren't aware, in the description to this right now is a link to the Bob Moog Foundation, and I don't know if you know what's going on in Asheville and the devastation to lives. It's incredible. Bob Moog's foundation is also struggling, so they need our money. So they're raffling off a mini Moog, any excuse to get to own a classic instrument that's as old as me. So there. Check the link, bung in a couple of quid, and your chance to win that. I've got friends that side, and it's heartbreaking the sort of amount of, and the American system is not. Is not really geared up for the sort of for this kind of things, to support its people in a way that perhaps other governments are. Anyway, let's not get into politics because I don't do that. Anyway, go be lovely. Do you know? Go be lovely to someone. Give them a big hug. But yes, to bid on my the Pac-Man jacket. Now, yeah, it's a size 48. Is that right? Which is a little bit too big for this chap, but I mean, it will be something you could just hang on the wall and look fantastic in your studio. So there's also that as well, Peter James. So if you can put a link perhaps to that Peter in the thing, or if it's is that where will we find that? Is that going to be on ProSynth Network? Maybe that's a thing to do. Anyway, thank you all for turning up and allowing me to play some modular music that maybe isn't as musical as I'd like it to be. If you do want to hear me play music, I've got a little a playlist here, which I'm now actively seeking to engage with hardware jams, because it means I've got 3 days to make a piece of music, and actually it's really good for me to force myself, not to force myself because it's not forcing, but to actually get I suppose it's a deadline. You've got 2 days to make a piece of music. Go, do it. And then, you share the excitement of that with a whole bunch of other people. So my latest was super quirky. And I'm actually thinking of using it, maybe developing it a little bit more. But the bare bones are definitely there for this channel and certainly this show's theme. Anyway, go check that out. It's called Decay. And I play with a lot of decays, a very short decay thing. That's what I was doing there with synths. Anyway, hardware jams is everything. And everybody here should at least try it once. Absolutely. And that includes use lurking gherkins. Yes, you can play too. Right, let's wind down. Be good to yourselves and everybody. And I'll see you on Sunday, if not before. And maybe Friday, maybe Thursday. Who knows? I'm around. I'll see you when I can see you and not before you see me first. Guys, be well. All right, let's just go some bit of musically finding out. So if I press this, what happens? Hey, Grace, thank you. Right, this is not doing anything. Oh,